What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you this week's patch notes recap. And let me just tell you now, Archer got their Rob skills along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So we will check out some other things for that when we get down to classes. We'll talk about what's going on with Archer and what we think about it. I will probably title this video, Is Archer OP? Because I want to know what you guys think about it, since I don't main an Archer and haven't played it as much as probably some of you guys would have had. But anyhow, we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's check out what's going on with events first and move on down from there. So we got the Moonlit memory event back. Also did want to mention they had said in previous patch notes they were going to give us a Moonlit shard on one of the New Year's event days, day 4 or 5, I don't recall off the top of my head, one of those two, and they didn't, so they then gave us a compensation package today, which was a Moonlit shard. Yeah, so if you don't know what that event is, we've had it a few times before in the past, and the event itself is going... That's a nice picture. This is really nice. The event itself will give you a Moonlit shard and a memory fragment. The compensation package just gave you a Moonlit shard. And basically what you do is you use alchemy to combine the two, and then it rolls itself into somewhere between 1 and 3 memory fragments, and then also has a chance to give you another Moonlit shard. So if you got the one from the compensation package, you need to already have a memory fragment for that, or just wait till the one that comes out today if you don't have any memory fragments for some reason. Just the one that comes out today, you'll get another Moonlit shard and a memory fragment. So it can kind of just continuously roll itself and turn 1 into more memory fragments. When I use the compensation one, I turn my 1 memory fragment into 4, which is what it's designed for. So that's literally it. We've had it a bunch of times, but if you're not familiar with it, that is all you do. Just get free memory fragments every day. And if you get really lucky, you can actually get a handful of them. So boom, tap that Y button, get your Moonlit shards, free memory fragments. Next, ongoing events, same stuff we had popping off, DIY snowman things going, the Let It Snow snowflake thing still going. I believe today is the day we get enough to get your fine accessory boxes if you were holding on to those and were able to log in every day since then. If not, you still got another week, so you can get at least 150 snowflakes if you missed a few days logging in over the next week to follow up with that. The winter theme's still going for another week, and the Archer level up event, the second portion of it, is going until the 16th. The 1+1 dual EXP, the tagging share event thing, that is gone. So if you didn't get a chance to level up your alts, sorry folks, gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. The EXP boost is also now ended, so we no longer have the constant 100% EXP boost. We will of course still have our weekend EXP boosts as well. So boom, check that out. Attendance awards, blah blah blah. We know how that works. New content that was added. Archer Rob skills now available. We knew this yesterday when they talked about it. This they did not say they were going to add yesterday ahead of time. They were a little sneaky sliding this one in, but we knew it was coming pretty soon. Was the additional method for obtaining Yona fragments. If you're familiar with the channel, we covered this when the Korean servers got this patch added. You can essentially melt, not essentially, you can melt Valencia accessories, the accessories that drop in the Valencia area, the gold ones. They melt down into a certain number of Yona fragments so that you can then use them to combine into other accessories. We talked about it before, but when I get down to the section where they break it down, I'll go ahead and give you some numbers because I don't think they included them in their patch notes here, but we have the information from the Korean servers. Fix some issues with some pets jumping. System fix, issue pinging nodes. Gifting in Pearl Shop was now closed, so I'm assuming that will come back at some time. I guess this is their measure to avoid abuse as much as possible for that system, I suppose. Game world effects, navigation's approved, Calphian Shrine, fixed the issue with characters able to pass through certain areas not intended in Dugan Kroon. Black Spot, fix, NPC Elezra has been removed from the desert. Guards and towns will now fight back monsters. NPC Sequent Volaire's name has been changed to Sienna Volaire. Now let's check out the class changes, and by class changes, I mean the costume fixes that were implemented because we got a plethora of them for Ranger, so on and so forth. No other class changes at all other than costumes and graphical fixes until we get to the new flavor of the month, or flavor of the next 6 months, or whatever, the Archer. So first and foremost, we got our Rob skills. You can check those out here. Your first one's available at 56. You can get the second one at 57. You have 2 to choose from. If you're familiar with Rob skills, then you know how they work. If you're a new player that started playing with Archer, this might be a little bit of a new thing to you, but you basically get 1 skill to pick at level 56, 1 skill to pick at 57, and what they do, you can check out the tooltips for damage if they have forward guard super armor. It doesn't actually state them in the patch notes here. I haven't had a chance to look at it myself, but just hover over the tooltip and figure out which one you want to go with. It's usually, if one of them's protected, you pretty much always want to go with the one that has protection. There's very, very, very few instances, in fact I can't name one, where you'd want a skill that doesn't have protection when the alternative does. Anyways, arrow effect for Righteous Smite skill has changed. They reduced the MP cost. Oh no, excuse me. The reduction effect was changed to a movement speed reduction effect instead. Fixed an issue where Righteous Fire would not be applied when using Winged Strike while equipped with a crossbow after learning the Righteous Fire skill. EP recovery effect while using the skills below will now be applied in additional hits after learning Righteous Fire, Winged Strike, and the Float Lights Trail. After landing one hit with Winged Strike, you can now switch to the Great Bow or Crossbow by pressing Q or C. However, the Great Bow stance will maintain for using the Winged Strike backwards. I'm going to try and read through these real quick, so saddle up because there's a lot of the smaller tooltips, but I do actually want to read them all for all the archers out there. After dealing the first hit with Winged Strike while using a crossbow, you can now do the second hit in the desired direction by maintaining left mouse button. Aiming has been improved for Winged Strike, Light's Path, and Tactical Strike. The Winged Strike skill will now be connected more naturally when used as a combo after the third hit for Glissade. Fix the issue where the amount of damage for the first hit for the Glissade skill would occasionally not be applied when used from slanted areas. The combo for using Meteor Dive and Glide after using the Absolute Earth Shatter skill has been improved to connect more smoothly. You can now quickly combo after using the Meteor Dive, Zephyr Leap, and Ultimate Zephyr Leap skills. The characters will now move back more quickly when using the Ultimate Zephyr Leap skill while using an Awakening weapon. While using the main weapon, the character can now use this other skills more quickly as combos after using the Zephyr Leap and Ultimate Zephyr Leap skills. The skill combos for the skills below will connect more smoothly: Radiant Explosion to Full Bloom and Glide to Spear of Sylvia. The height for the following skills has been adjusted so that the motions will be displayed after using these skills: Zephyr Leap, Ultimate Zephyr Leap, Glissade. Luthragan's Call will now combo more naturally when used after Full Bloom. Fix the issue where the forward guard effect would not be applied when connecting the Luthragan's Call skill as a combo after using certain skills. The forward guard effect only applies for Luthragan's Call when the charge up gauge is displayed. Knockback effect in PvE for the Full Bloom skill has been removed. Instead, the arrow shot will now deal a knockdown effect to monsters 2 on good hit. Knockback's getting changed to knockdown on that was like known kind of ahead of time. I think it was originally supposed to be that way. Anyway, you can now combo Glissade with Luthragan's Call after the first Glissade hit. You can now combo the Glissade skill after using Glide. Glissade can now be used while using a crossbow. So you can now combo other skills more quickly after the third Glissade hit. Glissade or Glissade, you guys will let me know if I said it wrong. The speed for the casting of Flow Lights Trail skill when used while it is not on cooldown has been increased. The speed for the first hit and the Lights Path skill has been increased. Damage for Flow Lights Trail skill during cooldown has been decreased. A command has been added for the Flow Lights Trail skill. Left mouse button after the second hit of Glissade, LMB, RMB, F after using Luthragan's Call. DP reduction effect has been added for successfully landing hits for the Absolute Volant Kick skill. Adjusted the amount of resources required to use the following skills. You can check out the chart here. Every single thing is a reduction in either stamina overall usage or switching the Ensnare skill over to EP usage instead of stamina, and Glide was also reduced in stamina consumption. So I know one of the biggest things with Archer was talking about it using a lot of stamina. They did reduce that, and pretty significantly. Speed of the motions preceding the Piercing Light skill has been increased. Damage reduction effect for the Piercing Light skill has been changed like the following. Before, during PvP, if more than 2 targets are hit, the damage dealt will decrease by 5% per hit when attacking more than 8 targets. Only 70% of damage will be dealt. After, during PvP, if more than 2 targets are hit, the damage dealt will decrease by 10% per hit. When attacking more than 8 targets, only 50% damage will be dealt. That's like the one and only like essential nerf that actually exists here, and it's just for like group. As far as node war. Anyway, damage has been increased for Piercing Light as follows. Went from level 3 from 1180 to 1570. Fairly significant. Spear of Sylvia's stun effect has been replaced with a bound effect. The all DP minus 10 for 2 seconds upon using skill effect for Spear of Sylvia has been removed. Critical hit rate of Spear of Sylvia depending on levels has been changed. At level 4, it went from 50% to 80%. When evasion is locked, you'll not be able to use the skill while in an awakening state. The character will now move forward while using the Gaping Darkness skill when it was used with the forward RMB controls. Fix the issue where the skill sound effect would not play when using the Gaping Darkness skill while moving forward. Fix the issue where the movement would not be normal when using the auto run key while moving. Also miss when evasion is locked, the motions of rolling forwards and backwards no longer occur in awakening state. Fix the issue where the character would move abnormally when pressing RMB plus a certain directional key while in a standby stance. Awakening skills will now activate properly after getting off a horse when it's running. Fixed a typo. Type of skill Spear of Sylvia has been corrected. Fixed another typo. Fixed an issue where the neck area would look awkward. Fixed an issue where there'd be a mark left. Fixed a graphical issue. Fixed an issue with the face. Fixed an issue the weapon couldn't be seen. Fixed an issue with the right arm. Graphical awkwardness, and fixed the issue the content of combat EXP available would not be visible when having tagged an archer of level 60 or higher. So in here there was very few drawback things that were implemented, a whole lot of increased things, extra damage, better skills, better combos, all the way across the board. Again, like I said, I don't main an archer myself and I haven't had a chance to play it a whole bunch to get in depth, but from the looks of this, everything was super positive. So how good is Archer now? You guys tell me in the comments. After you get to try it out a bit and see how this goes. Does it stay like awesome in Node Wars? Is that going to be not super great? How is it in 1v1s? How is it in 1vx? What's the grind like? Probably still amazing grind, I'm sure. I don't see how this is a drawback at all. Let's talk about the Yona fragment melting. The list of items which can be heated: Ring of Crescent Guardian, Ring of Kadri Garden, Serap's Necklace, Sissel's Bazzi Belt, and Centaur's Belt. You can obtain the knowledge in order to melt them by hitting up arms dealer Asa Dilla in Valencia. So go check them out so that you can do that. The number of them, I'm going to do this off the top of my head, but if I'm not mistaken, this was in the last patch notes, so you can check to be sure. I know for sure 3 to 5 on the rings for sure. You can get 3 to 5 Yona fragments when you melt them. I believe Serap's and Sissel was also 3 to 5, but I might be mistaken, and I'm 100% positive Bazzi Belt and Centaur Belt were 5 to 7 Yona fragments as well. If you noticed on the marketplace, when this was being speculated out of the Korean patch notes, the Crescent rings and Centaur belts sold out almost immediately. Price on these guys went all the way up to 12.5. Price on these guys hit 20 mil each, coming up from 8 previously and 4 that were unsellable. Then they started piling up with some of the event boxes and the Snowman event and stuff that was coming out, so the circulation was a little higher. These came down to 8 mil. The second the servers went up, every single one of them was purchased out instantly. Same for the Centaur belt, and it's probably just the same right now, because you can now melt these down and turn them into Bazzi belts, which are obviously more valuable. Added a feature: you can mass produce elixirs and drafts through simple alchemy. Added the ingredients needed for simple alchemy mass production to the list of items sold by material vendors. The durations for the following boss scrolls have been changed to be indefinite. This is awesome, and they're also stackable. Imp Captain, Goblin Chief, Altar Imp Captain, Monastery, Dim Tree, Frightening Witch, the awakened versions of all those, Mogulis, Agraken, Ancient Puterum, King of Navern Step, Gyfenross, you get it. It's all the daily, weekly, whatever quest scrolls that you get. All those boss summon scrolls are now stackable, and they do not expire anymore, so you can just, you know, put together 50 on an alt, throw them over there. They'll take up a single slot each different type of scroll that's in there, and then whenever you're ready to do them, just blow through a whole bunch of scrolls all at once. Super, super convenient. Glad that was in. The Korean patch, the Korean servers did get this earlier, so we kind of knew this was coming pretty soon as well. Fixed an issue with the Archer character, couldn't equip the Catan Great Bow, added a description of the bleed effect for matchlock, price for high quality wine purchasable for NPCs been adjusted, durability of equipable pearl mount items will no longer be consumed. Fixed the description, or revised the description of a bunch of those awakened scrolls to match the new stuff, added a description for the Moonlit shard items and description. We'll check out Pearl Shop after we cover the last few things here. This was also with the same patch on the Korean servers that got them the Yona fragment melting. They got this Crescent change as well. We did touch on it when the Korean servers got this as well. They've added a new kind of like platform that you can go to at Crescents where they have much stronger enemies there, and they're consumed by black energy and have a high chance to drop the Ring of Crescent Guardian and Soiled Crescent Ring, but will not drop gear items. All they drop is silver. They don't drop trash loot. They don't drop anything else. Just a higher chance of Ring of Crescent Guardian and the Soiled Crescent Ring. I do have a video that we're going to do on breaking down a decent amount of hours grinding. Some friends are going to be doing it as well to kind of see what it is. I do not believe that it's going to come out to a ring per hour because that's kind of crazy, but there's going to be a lot of other factors with that. In general, this spot doesn't seem like super appealing because it's RNG only. Like, you're either going to get really lucky and have an amazing run there while you go, or you're going to be average and it's going to be like, it was kind of fine, or you're going to get, could totally go there and get absolutely nothing. The fact that you're not getting trash loot or like scroll drops even or anything else makes it slightly unappealing, but don't worry guys, I'm going to do some research for you and come at you with a lot of hours grinded there to give you at least kind of an average of what you can expect in the next few days or so. Take me some time to get that together. Anyway, some quests. You can now obtain the Confident Social Action through the main quests. Fix an issue with Child's Curiosity. Navigation improved to retrieve the Seedling Stone. Fix an issue with Frightful Piku quest would appear in a suggested quest tab. And you can accept Black Spirit's Gift 3, the Tier 5 horse quest, once you've completed Looking for Adventures quest. Some interface changes, description, text change, overlapping issue, red warning effect that appears when HP is low now will appear even when switching screens. Warning text added when you are about to collect a wage or leave a guild. Some tutorials were fixed. Route navigation, fixed a typo. Display for the Archer XP event removed, obviously, since the event ended. A message for disbanding guilds, overlapping issue, some tutorial adjustments in the Black Spirit. Emojis will now properly display to adventurers in various channels from there, which they said they were going to resolve last week anyways. Fixed the issue where some English text was being displayed in German, Spanish, and French versions of the game. Fixed the issue where the reset mount growth would not properly reset certain EXP for mount growth. We're aware of an issue where characters fall beneath the ground at certain locations in Navern Step, and we are aware of and currently working to fix an issue where the appearance for Pearl Horse gear looks worn out when equipping a basic barding. Pearl Shop, nothing too fancy. We got a nice little horse package here. If you want to dress up the old pony or you need something with it, it's also got a premium horse appearance change coupon with it, a mount skill change coupon ×4, and a reset mount growth to go along with your Belusian wagon. We got a pet package with the polar bear, kind of similar packages that we see with the pets in general. You get yourself artisan bundle, item collection scrolls, couple of books of training, and a value pack for 30 days as well. Not a bad deal if you're about to re-up on your 30-day pack and you want to get a polar bear or combine with some ones that you had previously. We've got Lawn and Archer Snowflake Pack, the 3. So you got a bunch of stuff in here. Little birdies to go with you, some Blessing of Commissylve, pet discount coupon, obviously the outfit set along with it. Not terrible if you're trying to pick up something for them. They are discounted on sale. And a winter pet pack, which we've actually had last year as well, so you should be familiar with that one. It comes with a snow kid, a snowflake reindeer, and then Campacho's organic feed and one pet appearance change coupon. So there you go. Sorry this patch notes was a little long. Just trying to keep it as quick as possible, but I really wanted to at least read off the different changes to Archer, since that was kind of the main focus, and then touch on the Yona fragments and Crescent. So I do apologize it went a little bit longer than I wanted to. There's just a lot of stuff that I wanted to at least get out there. So let me know what you guys thought about the Archer changes. I do want to hear back from you. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it and made it through this far at least. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you get updates when our videos do go live. I've also got in the description below link to the Twitch page, so that if you want to catch the live streams that we do on the weekends. And we did do a surprise weekday stream this week, which is difficult for me to pull off, but we made one fit this week. But make sure to follow over there if you want to catch a live stream and hang out with the boys on the channel. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.